Okay, today we're going to look at a simple A-frame tarp setup using the Lomo 3x3 tarp. Okay, so I'm laying out my tarp here on the ground. Find the ridge line, the reinforced centre line, and I'm going to lift the tarp over my ridge line and attach the centre hoops in line with the ridge line onto the prusik knots on the ridge line. As you can see, it's quite a windy day today. I've managed to get it attached. That's me attached one end onto the ridgeline prusik knot and attaching the other end. It's a very simple setup. It can be done very quickly if you need shelter. Provides good shelter from rain and wind, but obviously the ends are open, so you will have to set up it correctly in the wind, otherwise you'll get a wind tunnel. Now this is me just attaching some pegs at either corner on the front of the tarp, and I'll do the same on the back in a second. It's a good idea to get these tight so that you get a nice strong structure for rain runoff. And now we'll just go around the back and do the exact same around the back. That's the final peg going in on the back. I'll tell you a little tour. Okay, so here's where we've done a trucker's hitch to attach the ridgeline to the tree, and at this end I've just put a toggle through a loop in the end of the rope for the tensioning of the ridgeline. Here's one of my prusik loops with a toggle through, and that's the centre ridgeline of the tarp, the strengthened part I've attached with the hoops. Here's just the first peg, the second peg at the front, and exactly the same at the back, peg in each corner, first one, second one, and I've got that tarp tight, and that's us going in, and you can see it's quite roomy, more than enough room for your bags and yourself. Could possibly fit in 2 people in here easy with their bags. That's the ridge of the tarp. Yep, and that's me just showing you an idea of the space that you've got inside, so it can easily lie back with plenty of room for your bags and other gear. And that's just a view out from your A-frame. Well, it's attached to the tree at either end.
Simple A-frame. Possibilities here. The weather comes good. Grab a couple of sticks, lift that up at either end, and you've got a big shade set up. I'll just show you that now.
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll get a couple of sticks, and at this end I don't actually have a guy line just now, so I'll just peg that into the ground. And I'll come back to that later, so that's me just pegging it off into the ground. And then on the other end I'll use my stick. I'll just wrap round, because it has a guy line on it. I'll wrap this round the stick, and then I'll put the guy line back, tension it back into the ground and peg it out, as you can see. So this gives us sort of semi-protection at the front from rain, and also it gives you a lot of shade, so if the weather gets sunny, this is a perfect setup. This is me just attaching a longer guy line so that I can use the stick. Again, I just set it up the other way as I've done the other stick. Just wrap the guy line around the stick and tension it back to the ground, pegging it into the ground, and that gives you a big open area under the tarp that's shaded from the sun. Obviously open to the elements, so if it's windy you're going to get a lot of wind, but it does give you a relatively good protection from the rain. As you can see, we've got quite a large roof area now, and that's me sitting underneath. Obviously loads of room for your bags, a couple of people, no worries. Just a nice simple setup that you can make from your A-frame, your original A-frame. A very simple conversion. Okay, let's take a closer look. That was the guy line attached to the first stick and back. You can see you've got a large roof area that provides good shade. You can probably tension this up a little bit more and angle it down and back a bit so that the rain will run off better, but for now that was just a quick one.
And just at the back.
There's the back. That's all remains the same, just the two pegs into the ground. And at the other side, your trucker's hitch and your connection to your prospect loop on the ridge line remains the same. It's just basically two sticks added. Hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe. Thanks.